The first time I had an alcoholic drink was at my sister's graduation party at home. I think that was in 98 or 97, so I was about 8 or 9 years old. I grew up in a home where I guess our parents were very trusting because they left alcohol lying around and they used to drink. So I guess they never thought that I would end up drinking because my elder siblings never ended up drinking. But of course it didn't turn out like that. And the more we had parties, the more I started to drink. So it started with parties at home where I would just swipe drinks from the storage area, take them to my room and drink. But then it became really serious when I joined high school, and I basically met up with the wrong crew, and they just amplified what I had begun on my own. As I mentioned before, I started drinking. Well, my first test was about when I was 7 or 8 years old. So I guess it started to become or I started to notice it as an issue when I was about 16, 17, 16 going on 17, because it started to affect my education. I wasn't doing so well in school, and yet I had started out really well, and my grades just dropped, like it was really down, like stock market crash kind of down. And yeah, that was the first evidence, and then of course there was friction between me and my family members, especially me and my dad. We just didn't talk as much as we used to. Yeah, so that's when it became pretty evident, and I think I was in S3 S4 at the time. The one event that hit me, and even up to now I still think about it and I was like, how was I not there, was around July 2014, when by this time I was going out almost every night. So I didn't have a job, I wasn't in school or anything. So I was basically just spending most of my days in bars. And at this same time, my mom had been ill for quite some time, from like about 2010 up to this time. And it was in July the 28th of 2014 that she passed away. But on the night that she passed away, whilst everyone else, my siblings, were in the hospital, and they were there when she passed away, I was in a bar having a good time, because I didn't really think she was going to die. Like my mom, I thought she was super mom. I did not think so, and it was not the first time she had been in the hospital. So I thought, this is just, she's going to go to the hospital and be back. But she wasn't, and the next morning, of course, I come back in the morning. Then my sister wakes me up in the morning, so I'm still half drunk, and she's telling me my mother has passed away, and I just had like an anger fit, and it really hurt me. And of course, now I'm kind of half drunk. I'm on a hangover, but I had to shower and get the day started, despite the fact that I'd entered the house just 2 hours ago. So. But that pain of not being there with her, not spending that much time with her, because I assumed that she would come back home. After the death of my mother, my siblings and my dad suggested, and I use the word suggested lightly, that I go to rehab. Prior to that, I had been to rehab twice, but it had not worked. But of course, at this point, I really didn't have a choice. And of course, I knew I had a problem, so I was more than willing to go. So I went to rehab. That was from November 2014 to January 2015. Then I came out, and I was sober for about 2 months and then relapsed. Then from then on, every day was just a day trying to quit in my own strength. From then on, early 2015, all the way through that year, through 2016, up to early 2017. And every single day I was just trying to quit, because I had gone to rehab. I had learned the 12-step programs. I thought this was something I could do on my own, because I had done it before, so I thought I could quit any day, but every other day that passed became a day of failure, trying to quit drinking. So one day, I think it was at Saturday night, I went out as usual with my boys. We went out drinking, watched football, came back late or early in the night, woke up the next day in the afternoon, and I didn't go out that day. It was a Sunday, and Monday I didn't go out, Tuesday I didn't go out, Wednesday I didn't go out, Thursday I didn't go out, Friday I went out, and I went to the same spot with the same people, and I didn't drink. And this was something that had not happened in such a long time. And I knew that this wasn't my own doing because I had been trying to quit all this time on my own, and I had failed every single time. I had years of failing behind me. And now I could sit down with people who I usually hang out with in the same spot, with the same atmosphere, same music, and not even feel the urge to drink. It's not even that I was trying to resist, it was effortless. It's like I had never drunk before. And I knew that this was God. Of course, being raised in a Christian household, I at least I had not lost that awareness of acknowledging the miraculous. And this was definitely a miracle from God. It was a life-transforming moment for me. And from that encounter, I call that day, that Saturday transitioning into Sunday, I call it my encounter with God, because from that encounter birthed a relationship that has led me to where I am right now. And I can't express how much gratitude I have for God. I thank Him every day because I still have a very good image of where I was before where I am now. And it's just a miracle that I am where I am, and I give Him all the praise. To anyone who knows anyone who is struggling with this, especially family members, if you have a family member who is struggling with alcohol or drugs or any kind of addiction, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. That's one thing I want to say to you. You know, when my mom passed, I lost the last person who had hope in me. Also I thought, but God never lost hope in me. And if any of you are believers in God, you should never lose hope as long as God has hope. Because to lose hope when God has hope is to lose hope in God. So don't lose hope. Just imitate your Father. Love on these people. Love on these people. That's all they're looking for. Everyone in this world, it's not only addicts. Everyone has that need to just be loved. And the more you shun them away, the more you drive them deeper into addiction, because they already feel rejected. So to yell at them and to try and basically indirectly condemn them, telling them, can't you just stop, you don't know what they're going through. It's a hell. It's a hell. So just be patient with them. I know it's very hard, but be patient. Then for anyone who is struggling with addiction, I have only one word: God is the answer. God is the answer. It's well and good that we have rehab centers and so many kind of facilities that help us, but at the end of the day, there's only one deliverer, and His name is Jesus Christ. Look to Him. Spend time with Him. Don't think that because you're an addict or because you don't feel worthy, that He considers you not worthy. No, He died for you. He died just for you, and He knows what you're going through. That pain that you're going through, those traumas that you don't talk about, He knows about them. Just let Him into your heart. Let Him into your heart, and He will change. He will change things just by a snap of a finger. My name is Denton, and this is my story.